China is constructing a huge fleet of dual-use ships, commercial vessels that could be easily requisitioned for military use when needed. These include in particular roll-on roll-off ships that would be perfect for transporting military vehicles and have indeed been built with military specs in mind. Military analysts view the construction of these amphibious barges as a key indicator that China is preparing for a potential invasion. China's suddenly building fleet of special barges suitable for Taiwan landings. A new class of amphibious barges, several of which have already been spotted under construction, may signal that the People's Republic of China (PRC) is gearing up for a military operation targeting Taiwan. China is building at least 5 new special-purpose barges which appear tailor-made for amphibious assault. The barges may provide the People's Republic of China (PRC) with a unique way to offload large numbers of tanks directly onto Taiwanese roads. A number of special and unusual barges, at least 3 but likely 5 or more, have been observed in Guangzhou Shipyard in southern China. Naval News has seen multiple sources confirming their construction. The consensus is that these are most likely for amphibious landings. These have unusually long road bridges extending from their bows. This configuration makes them particularly relevant to any future landing of People's Republic of China (PRC) forces on Taiwanese islands. This suggests that these barges are being built for one clear purpose: to rapidly deploy large amounts of military hardware, including tanks and trucks, onto Taiwan's shores. Each barge has a very long road span which is extended out from the front. At over 120 meters (393 feet), this can be used to reach a coastal road or hard surface beyond a beach. At the aft end is an open platform which allows other ships to dock and unload. Some of the barges have jack-up pillars which can be lowered to provide a stable platform even in poor weather. In operation, the barge would act as a pier to allow the unloading of trucks and tanks from cargo ships. This extended platform is intended to allow the barges to bypass the typical limitations of amphibious landings, enabling them to unload cargo directly onto coastal roads or firm ground beyond the surf. The Guangzhou Shipyard International (GSI) on Longshui Island has been a key part in China's naval expansion. It is particularly associated with construction of unusual vessels, including a very large uncrewed surface vessel and a light aircraft carrier. The barges are reminiscent of the mulberry harbors built for the Allied invasion of Normandy during World War II. Like those, these have been built extremely quickly and to novel designs. Although there appears to have been a smaller prototype as early as 2022, the batch of these barges have appeared only recently. The construction of specialist barges like this is one of the indicators defense analysts watching to provide early warning of a potential invasion. It is possible that these ships can be explained away as having a civilian role. But the construction of so many, much larger than similar civilian vessels seen before, makes this implausible. There are several distinct designs of these barges which also points away from a commercial order. These vessels are only suited to moving large amounts of heavy equipment ashore in a short period of time. They appear greatly over-spec for civilians' uses. The traditional view is that there are only a small number of beaches on the main island of Taiwan which are suitable for amphibious landings. And these could be heavily defended. The People's Republic of China (PRC) could seize fishing villages or a port for larger-scale landings. But the view has been that any attempt to take the islands by force would mean landing in predictable places. These new barges change that. The extreme reach of the Bailey Bridges means that the People's Republic of China (PRC) could land at sites previously considered unsuitable. They can land across rocky, or soft, beaches, delivering the tanks directly to firmer ground or a coastal road. This allows China to pick new landing sites and complicate attempts to organize defenses. Instead of relying on Taiwanese ports, China can now sail its own mobile port across the straits. Anyone wondering what an invasion of Taiwan might look like now has a fresh visual clue. Defense analysts watching Chinese shipyards have noticed an increase in a particular type of vessel. In essence, the barges being constructed in Chinese shipyards represent more than just a new class of vessels. They are a harbinger of the PRC's evolving strategy for potential conflict with Taiwan. Whether or not China intends to invade imminently, these developments are a clear indication that Beijing is preparing for a range of military contingencies. For defense experts monitoring the region, these ships are a signal that the PRC is increasingly ready to move beyond rhetoric and take more tangible steps toward asserting its claims over Taiwan. Naval News has seen multiple sources confirming their construction, and has shared information with naval experts to validate our preliminary analysis. The consensus is that these are most likely for amphibious landings. Military analysts view the construction of these amphibious barges as a key indicator that China is preparing for a potential invasion. Dr. Emma Salisbury, Sea Power Research Fellow at the Council on Geostrategy, told Naval News that any invasion of Taiwan from the mainland would require a large number of ships to transport personnel and equipment across the strait quickly, particularly land assets like armored vehicles. These mobile piers appear particularly suited to an invasion. Dr. Salisbury continues, as preparation for an invasion, or at least to give China the option as leverage, I would expect to see a buildup of construction of ships that could accomplish this transportation. Damian Simon, a respected defense analyst who reviewed material shared, noted their suitability for docking with China's large fleet of civilian ferries. China's roll-on roll-off ferries are built to carry military vehicles including heavy main battle tanks. They are exercised in this role regularly. Dr. Salisbury agreed, China is constructing a huge fleet of dual-use ships, commercial vessels that could be easily requisitioned for military use when needed. These include in particular roll-on roll-off ships that would be perfect for transporting military vehicles and have indeed been built with military specs in mind. Guangzhou Shipyard International GSI, known for its rapid production of advanced vessels, has been responsible for some of China's most ambitious naval projects, including unmanned surface vessels and even a light aircraft carrier. The current batch of amphibious barges is no different, displaying a level of specialization that points firmly to military objectives. While some have speculated that these ships could have civilian uses, the scale of the barges and the speed of their production suggest otherwise. These vessels are simply too large and too purpose-built for anything but military applications.